Okay, I'm gonna do an unboxing. I got a new reel today. If you hear any background noise, it's my dog in the next room. He's a little excited. Just got him a new toy yesterday. Haven't seen many reviews on this reel yet. I mean, there's a handful on YouTube, but I figured why not add another. So I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm just gonna show y'all. This is a true unboxing. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, I know the knife is dull, but it's a practice knife. Right? Right? What do you think about that? Huh? What do you think about that? I've been wanting one of these. I've been saying for years Penn has needed to come out with a low profile reel, and if anyone that knows me knows I really like Penn products. I've got a few of their reels. I've got a Squall 30 level 1. It's a combo actually. I've got that. Got a Battle 5000, and I've got two Fierces, and I've upgraded them with the HD100 drags, because they were the ones that come with the old felt drags. And yeah, I really like those reels, and I've been wanting a nice baitcaster for a while. And so Christmas came with some gift cards, so that's what I got. Oh man, that's nice. Just feels nice. Got a good weight to it. The feel of it is nice. I like those grips too. Ooh, I like that. I don't have COVID. I just got the vaccine the other day. I don't know if you can hear that right, but star drag and the tension knob both make sound. Ooh. Brake has a good clicker on it. That's your release. Let's try that out. So this reel here has mag brakes. Me personally, I don't really use brakes, but that's just, it takes practice to be able to do that. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. I prefer not to really use brakes. I don't try to rely on them. It's a nice spool. Get your line capacity rings on there. Now, I've had baitcasters before. I've had 3 total before, but 2 of them were the same reel. This is left-handed. I like throwing left-handed baitcasters because I came from throwing spinning rods, and I've always thrown right-handed, reeled with my left. And so coming into baitcasting, I really wanted to have a left-handed reel. The first baitcaster I had was an Okuma, and I was in college at the time, so my budget was cheap, and the only reason I got the Okuma was because it was the only left-handed reel they had at Dick's that day, and I really wanted a baitcaster because I just bought a rod from one of my friends, and I still have that rod. I'm getting a different rod for this one though. I'll do a review on that one when that one comes in a few days. Anyway, that Okuma was nice. I didn't really get to do much fishing with it other than a little bit of bass fishing. Like I said, I was still in school, and didn't get to do that much with it. And then when I did move back home, I did start to use it more, and I started running the problems. The bolt right there, I mean the nut was coming loose, and the screw, I lost the screw. So I would just remind myself to tighten that down. And I let one of my friends use it one day when we were fishing, and I told him, I said, hey man, this here's going to come loose on you, and you got to remember it's a reverse thread. Well, he didn't remember, and I heard it when it fell, it went right into the water. And so I just put that rod up for the rest of the season, and then I went and bought one of these. This is the Cast King Spartacus Plus Pro, whatever, I think. Now, this is a really good reel, and I would definitely recommend. I would definitely recommend this one for anyone that's wanting to get into bait casters, for sure. It is a good reel to learn on, and it's not too expensive, so that like if you figure out that like bait casting is just not for you, then you're not too deep in the hole. This isn't a bad reel at all. I really like these grips. I like cork grips. I really like cork. This one actually has 2 brakes on it. It's got a centrifugal brake and a mag brake, and that's what I really like about it. And it's a good way for a beginner to really dial in. And like I said, I don't really use the brakes. Like you see right there, it's on minimum for the mag brake and the. Let's see where this dial is. It's just right there at 1. I don't know if you can see that. So if anything, there's a little bit of centrifugal brake on it. But that's it. A lot of the stuff I throw with this is relatively the same weight, and so I've got it kind of dialed in. And that's the other thing with baitcasters. You have to know your reel and how your cast is and about where it's going to go, and you can kind of dial in. Like this is 8-strand Daiwa J braid. That's the other thing. I've done kind of research going back and forth between this and Power Pro. Didn't really use spider wire, but I've seen it on some of my friends' reels, and I really didn't like it. So I settled on the J braid, and I noticed that the only time I really get a bird's nest is after a few casts when my thumb gets wet and the line gets wet. There's a little bit of slick there, and so after every cast I gotta wipe my thumb off real quick, which isn't a big deal. But I'm sure I'll end up having to do it on this pin too. But because I am going back with the J braid on the pin. So yeah, you see the star drag doesn't have any sound to it, and the tensioner doesn't have any sound to it. I've had 2 of these. I had the right-handed one because I bought what I thought was a left-handed, and I ended up getting a right-handed by accident. And I used that one for about a year, and I tried to force myself to learn it, and I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get the right motion on my left hand, working the rod. And that may just be a mind thing, but to me, that's why I wasn't catching fish. And whenever I would, as soon as I switched back to this, throwing the same bait, same conditions, everything in the same pond, I was catching bass. So to me, that's the difference. So I guess one thing to take away from this is if you're wanting to get into bait casting, Cast King is definitely a good way to go. The Spartacus is a good reel. It's got 17 pound of drag. It holds about 100. I got about 150 yards of 30 pound braid on here, and you can see there's still a little bit of room, but I wouldn't recommend filling your spool all the way up. I like 8-strand braids because that rounded profile, when you get a bird's nest, it's a little easier to pull it out, and it casts a little bit better in my opinion. Anyway, back to the pin. This is a 6:6 to 1 gear ratio. It's a lower number than what that Spartacus is. That Spartacus is like a 7.3 or 7.5, something like that to 1. But I mean, all in all, at that low, it's really not that big of a difference. I mean, this is the 200 size. I wish they did make higher gear ratios for left-handed reels. That's always been something I've kind of griped about. I get why they don't do it, because the majority of the community is right-handed. But like, I'm right-handed, but I throw and reel left-handed. If they had a high speed version in left-handed, I would get one of those too. I'm not really a person that's got a rod for each specific type of fishing. I like for my stuff to be workhorses, and that's another thing that's always kind of drawn me to Penn is people bitch about them not being smooth, but I mean that's smooth enough for me. And I've got Penn grease and Penn oil I can put in here if I needed to. I'd rather something be bulletproof than smooth as silk. That's just me. These reels come with like 24 pound of drag, I think, and they're HT100s. Those drags are great. I've put them in my Fierce reels, and they're just good reels. I mean, good drags. I've got them. Really now, all of my Penn reels have HT100s. And my parents, I've recently kind of got them back into fishing, and so they have. My dad's got a a Fierce 3, and it came with the HT100s. And the Pursuits that they have now, they have HT100s. They're putting HT100s in everything now, I think. I mean, that's really good. That's a good move. Line capacity, 30 pound braid, 140 yards. Mono, 12 pound braid, 145 yards. So, yeah. Be interesting. I really can't wait to use this. I was going to try to sneak out and put it on my old rod and put some cheap line on it just to try it out, but I think I might just wait till Monday. I got Monday off. The rod's coming in Monday, so I might get to do some afternoon fishing with it, maybe. Hopefully. I'm going to leave the rod up for surprise. So I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but it will go. I really think it's going to be a good match for this reel. Yeah. I'll keep y'all posted. Type of fishing I'm going to do with this is inshore, speckled trout, red drum, flounder, anything really. That's the beauty about living where I live. I get to do a little bit of everything, including freshwater bass fishing. So you're really going to get to see some good footage on this reel, see what it can do. I'm going to put it through, definitely going to put it through the ringer. Yeah, my first impressions is I love it. I think it's going to do really, really well for me. If you're stopping by for the first time, thanks. Like, share, subscribe. This is actually my first video, so hopefully this is going to be some good content. I'm hoping to put out some good content for y'all. Anyway, I'll keep y'all posted. Thanks. Bye.